Hello! Today we will solve a question from the TOEFL reading section. We will practice completing missing letters and finding the correct word. Welcome back to another energetic session where we master the TOEFL reading section together. Today we are diving into a text about a vital biological process, and our goal is to use context clues to fill in the missing words accurately. Let's sharpen our reading skills right now. If you are enjoying this lesson, please subscribe to My TOEFL so you never miss a new video. Your support encourages us to keep creating great content to help you succeed. Let us first look at the opening sentence. Let's begin by reading the very first sentence to understand the main topic of the paragraph. Photosynthesis is the fundamental process by which plants, algae, and some bacteria convert light energy into chemical energy. This sentence introduces the core topic, photosynthesis. It describes it as the fundamental process, meaning it is essential or basic. The sentence explains that through this process, organisms convert or change light energy into chemical energy. This establishes the definition we need for the rest of the text. Instead of jumping straight into the blanks, it is often more strategic to gather clues from the following sentences. You might notice we are skipping the sentences with missing words for a moment. This is a deliberate strategy because the complete sentences often contain the definitions or results that help us figure out the missing words in the incomplete sentences. By understanding the full context first, we avoid guessing and ensure our answers are correct. We now move on to the fourth sentence. Now, let's jump ahead to the fourth sentence, which provides crucial information about the result of this process. This single process is responsible for producing most of the oxygen that living organisms need to breathe. Here, the text tells us that this single process has a huge responsibility. It is capable of producing most of the oxygen. It then connects this product to us by stating that this is the oxygen that living organisms need to breathe. This highlights the global importance of photosynthesis. Let us turn to the fifth and final sentence. Finally, let's look at the concluding sentence to see the broader impact of this biological process. It forms the base of nearly every food chain on Earth, supporting all life. Now, let us go back to the first blank in the second sentence. Blank, sunlight, they transform. The question provides the letters U and S and contains 3 missing spaces. We are looking for a word that starts the sentence and describes how the plants employ sunlight. The grammar here requires a participle to show the action being performed with sunlight. The first 2 letters provided, the word is clearly describing the act of utilizing something. The correct word is using. Moving on to the second blank in this sentence. Using sunlight, they transform water and carbon blank into glucose, a sugar that provides. The question provides the letters W, A, and contains 3 missing spaces. The text lists the ingredients needed for photosynthesis. We know from general knowledge and the context of biology that plants need a liquid source alongside carbon dioxide. The given letters indicate a very common substance found in nature. Therefore, the answer is water. Let's look at the third blank, which is part of a compound noun. Using sunlight, they transform water and carbon blank into blank, a sugar that provides. The question provides the letters D, I, and O and contains 4 missing spaces. This word immediately follows carbon. In scientific terms, carbon is almost always paired with this specific word when discussing the gas plants absorb. The given letters support this chemical term. We need to complete the phrase carbon with dioxide. Next, we need to identify the product of this transformation. Using sunlight, they transform water and carbon dioxide into blank, a sugar that provides. The question provides the letters G, L, and U and contains four missing spaces. The sentence says these ingredients are transformed into something. The text defines the answer right after as a sugar. Based on the scientific context and the starting letters, we are looking for the specific type of sugar produced by photosynthesis. The word is glucose. Now we tackle the fifth blank, which is a pronoun. Using sunlight, they transform water and carbon dioxide into glucose, a sugar that provides blank with nourishment. The question provides the letters T and H and contains two missing spaces. The sentence mentions that the sugar provides nourishment. We need a pronoun that refers back to the plants, algae, and some bacteria mentioned earlier. The two starting letters point to an object pronoun used for plural nouns. The correct word is them. Let's move to the next sentence and the sixth blank. Blank, essential byproduct of. The question provides the letter A and contains one missing space. This is a short grammar word appearing before essential. Since essential starts with a vowel sound, we need the indefinite article that fits that rule. The single letter provided confirms we are looking for an. The seventh blank asks us to specify which process is being discussed. An essential byproduct of this process is blank, which is. The question provides the letters T and H and contains two missing spaces. We need a demonstrative adjective here to refer back to the singular process of photosynthesis we have been discussing. The starting letters suggest a word used to point to something near or previously mentioned. The answer is this. Now for the eighth blank, identifying the byproduct. An essential byproduct of this process is blank, which is. The question provides the letters O, X, and Y and contains three missing spaces. The text says this byproduct is something living organisms need to breathe. We already read about this in the fourth sentence. The context and the starting letters point to the gas essential for respiration. The word is oxygen. Let's look at the ninth blank, describing what happens to the oxygen. An essential byproduct of this process is oxygen, which is blank into. The question provides the letters R, E, L, and E and contains four missing spaces. The sentence structure is into suggests a passive verb. We need a verb that means the gas is let out or set free. The provided letters at the beginning guide us to a verb that means to discharge. The correct word is released. Finally, we have the last blank before the word atmosphere. An essential byproduct of this process is oxygen, which is released into blank atmosphere. The question provides the letter T and contains two missing spaces. We need an article to specify atmosphere. Since there is only one atmosphere relevant here, we use the definite article. The starting letter makes it clear that the word is the. Great job! We successfully used context clues and definitions found later in the text to fill in the missing words. Remember, reading the whole passage first is a powerful strategy to find answers that might be hidden in the surrounding sentences. Keep practicing this technique to improve your speed and accuracy.